In this video, we will be discussing profiling, and the majority of the examples in this video will be using 4-hour profiling logic, but you could profile any fractal time frame from the weekly to the daily to the 4-hour, even the 30-minute if you wanted to. But in this primary video, we'll be focusing on 4-hour profiling because this is how I frame my narrative going into the day. So our first slide will be covering London reversal. As you see here, we will be pairing all the logic we've used for liquidity theory and candle closures. As you see, price comes here, trades into this internal range liquidity, manipulates this previous 4-hour candle's low, and then expands away from it and takes out this ERL. On this example here on the bottom, you see price comes and manipulates this ERL, manipulates this previous 4-hour candle's low, and then starts to expand to where? The next drawn liquidity, which is this IRL. Here on this example on the right, you see again this 2 a.m. candle comes, opens up, manipulates this ERL, then starts to expand away towards this drawn liquidity, which is this ERL. In this slide, we'll be covering 6 a.m. reversals, which is very similar to a London reversal, but instead you want to see the new 4-hour candle, which in this case would be the 6 a.m. candle, open up and manipulate the previous 4-hour candle's higher low on one of the assets. As you see, this 4-hour candle opens up, manipulates this 2 a.m.'s low, trades into this IRL, then expands away towards this next drawn liquidity, which is this ERL. As you see here, price comes, manipulates this 2 a.m. candle's low, also manipulates this external range liquidity. Then you want to see this liquidity be paired, and it does, and it takes this internal range liquidity. Then we have this example on the top right. See this candle opens up, takes this 2 a.m. candle's low, takes this ERL, then expands towards this ERL. In this slide, we'll be talking about 10 a.m. reversals, and all the reversal logic is very, very, very similar. You want to position yourself within this C2 reversal, right? You want to get on side within this wick or within the discount of this candle's body to catch this expansion move, right? So we're going to use the same logic we did on all the other profiles. As you see, price comes and manipulates the 6 a.m. candle's low, trades into this IRL, then starts to expand away towards this ERL. As you can see here on this example on the bottom, we have something very similar. We come, manipulate the 6 a.m. candles low, trade into this ERL, then have our liquidity paired with this IRL. And then on this example on the top right, we have price come, manipulate this external range liquidity, manipulate the 6 a.m. low, then starts to expand away towards this external range liquidity. Again, you want to try to position yourself within this wick, right? And what did we learn on the last video? Look at what price does. As you see, we have this 10 a.m. reversal. Not only does it manipulate into this internal range liquidity, but what do we see here? This relevant low that failed to expand away. Then we want to see this low be manipulated and then expand. This slide is a bit different. In this slide, we'll be talking about 10 a.m. continuations. This is when 6 a.m. reverses but fails to reach the drawn liquidity. So then you could expect 10 a.m. to open up and to continue towards the draw. As you see, 2 a.m. comes, 6 a.m. manipulates that 2 a.m. low, trades into this internal range liquidity, expands away but doesn't quite reach that drawn liquidity. And then 10 a.m. opens up and expands towards that external range liquidity. Here, this example on the bottom, we have this 2 a.m. candle, which is also this failure swing to this external range low or this external range liquidity. See, price comes, manipulates both of these lows, starts to expand away, but doesn't trade into this internal range liquidity. So then we could anticipate 10 a.m. to open low and then expand towards this internal range liquidity. On the top right, we have a similar example, but we have 6 a.m. manipulating this external range low, expands away, and then doesn't reach this external range high. So then 10 a.m. opens low and expands right to it. Here we have an example of how it's kind of going to look on a live chart. So we have this relevant swing, right? And this failure swing, which is this 6 a.m. candle, come and be manipulated. See 10 a.m. manipulates the 6 a.m. candles low and then manipulates this relevant swing. Then you see on the hourly, we have this C1 and C2 manipulate C1's low and starts to expand away from it. And then here is how you kind of can get on side when you start to recognize this profiling take place. This is your 5 minute or 3 minute. We get a close above a sequence of opposing candles and then start to expand away. And we even get that continuation signature, right? To put in this low as a new protected low and expect price to expand away from this.